Hello my friends. So I am here today to share with you guys a pocket page spread. This is for the Victoria Marie Facebook group. I am a member of her design team, and we have different challenges every week. So every week there's a different challenge. This week's challenge, and it's the first one of this kind for the year, is the Pocket Page Fun Challenge. So it's pocket fun. And it's just based on pocket pages. So I did provide at the beginning of the video an inspiration piece that I created for this challenge. So basically it's just about sharing your pocket pages. If you'd like to use my inspiration piece, please feel free to do so. It's just a little piece I put together just to help you guys kind of get started on your pocket pages. Now, I don't do Project Life, because I just don't. I wish I had time to do Project Life too, but I don't. So I do use pocket pages for my vacation scrapbooking, because there's so many pictures that you take when you go on vacation, and you can't make a page for each one. So, you know, I use pocket pages to sort of fill in, you know, I do a 12 by 12 page of the pictures that I like the most, and then I use pocket pages to do the rest. So pocket pages come in a variety of different choices, different manufacturers. So I have a few here to share with you guys. This one in particular that I'm using here is the Becky Higgins Project Life, and this one you can see brings different different layouts of pictures. You have the 4 by 6 pictures, the 3 by 4 picture slots. So there's different varieties. In this case, I am using this one right here, which is it's called Design Z like zebra, from Becky Higgins. So that's one of the Project Life. Now, Becky Higgins also does this size in Project Life, which you have the 6 by 12. I think this is probably like an 8 by 12. And then the bigger ones are maybe, I don't know actually. I kid you, this is probably 3 by 12. 3 by 12, 6 by 12, and then this is probably an 8 by 12. So that's different sizes that you get here. Oh, the sizes are probably here, aren't they? Nope, they're not. But yeah, they're smaller than the 12 by 12. Just to give you an idea, this is 12 by 12, and then this is the pack. So the biggest one is going to be the 8 by 12. So this is another option as well. You have these 3 that you can just use 3 smaller photos, and it's always fun to have different size pockets in your album to look through. Now, another manufacturer that makes these, which I use a lot of, is the We Are Memory Keepers, and they have these packs which have a bunch of different layouts for 6 photos, for 4 photos. You know, you can use here 4 by 6 photos. Here you can use 4 6 by 6 photos, and they have different layouts. So these are great as well. There are also recollections packs of these different pocket pages. I have a recollections one, which is just for Michael's. I'm sure Hobby Lobby does something like that too. So just, you know, different craft stores have different options. So, you know, you can get pocket pages pretty much anywhere. So this one in particular, again, like I said, is Becky Higgins, and I'm gonna fast forward you guys when I put this together. Now, pocket pages, you don't have to do a ton of embellishing to it, especially when you have a lot of photos. So you're going to see just how I kind of do very simple embellishing on these photos. This spread is going to be from our trip, our vacation last summer. We went to Puerto Rico. I did the page that's going to coordinate with this, and I did it using the Amy Tangerine Finders Keepers line for the most part in this. So this is Amy Tan Finders Keepers, and this is going to go right alongside this pocket page in my album. So when you flip open my album, you're going to see this, and then this is going to be on the side. So naturally, I'm going to use coordinating colors that I used here. And you can see it all matches pretty well as it is. You can see in this photo alone, you have some of the yellow and blue. So yeah, so I'm going to use Amy Tan. Now, I don't have a whole lot left of the Amy Tan. I didn't purchase a whole lot of the Amy Tan Finders Keepers collection, to be honest. I purchased some of it, but not a whole lot. So I just have my 6 by 6 paper pad, which I'm going to use. I have some ephemera left in here. I have a bit of ephemera in there. And then I do have the little thickers, which I know I'll use because I love those. And then I have a few sheets of paper left, which I'll see what I use from that. So I have that, and I have some strips here. this is what I have from this collection. So this is the Amy Tangerine, the Finders Keepers collection. This one I probably won't use just because I want to use this whole sheet because I really like it. But we'll see. So I'm going to put you guys on fast forward, and I'm going to go ahead and get started and just working on this. And you're going to see just how you can create a really fun pocket page with your vacation pictures. And it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be super fancy. You know, basically you're just going to focus on the pictures, but you do want to embellish it a little bit here and there just to show, you know, some fun, just to highlight some fun moments from your trip. Or you can just do this for your project life. Obviously, for those of you that do project life, it works the same way, just kind of adding decorative touches to your pictures. Some people just use project life cards, which are fine as well, which you can just use instead of pictures. In this case, I am going to use paper, but you can use project life cards to back your photos, or just project life cards just to just show through. I'm going to give you an example. I have some project life cards right here. These, for example, are the 4x6 project life cards, which, you know, actually these colors would work. Now that I'm looking at this, so that color would work, but I don't need it. I have my Amy Tan, but if I do want to use it, I have some coordinating colors here. I didn't even think about that. But these are 4x6. These are 3x4, and these would go in these pockets right here. So, you know, those are just project life cards, and these are from different collections. I don't have the names of these specific collections because I just have them all mixed up. But yeah, you could use project life cards. You could use them to back the photos if you don't want to use pattern paper, so you can totally use that. And round your corners. Some of these cards come with the square corners as well, so just depends on what you want to do. There's just endless possibilities. I am going to go with pattern paper again, just because I have this collection that I want to use up from Amy Tan, which is a beautiful collection that she came out with a few months back. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to be quiet now. I'm going to get started with fast forward, and I'll show you guys how I put this together, and you guys will see the finished spread at the end. Thank you. Here I go. I'm pulling out a bunch of things that I'm going to be trying to use, just things from my stash. I'm kind of separating the ephemera pack from the Amy Tan collection just to try to see what I'm going to use. In the end, I don't end up using a lot of the ephemera from Maggie Holmes, but I do kind of just put aside the ones that I think I might use. I think I use like one little heart for on my page. So I'm just going to begin by trimming down these bigger photos. The smaller ones I had trimmed down for the most part, but the big one I had like a white piece on top and bottom, because when I printed it on my home computer, I just printed it, the actual picture itself, a little bit smaller than 4x6, so that it could have, you know, I could have some extra space to put pattern paper behind it. I could have printed it smaller, but I decided I didn't want to. I liked the pictures, and I liked the colors in the picture, especially that one of my two boys, because the colors go really, really well with the Amy Tan collection. So, and they're just standing in a wall, like a mural wall, that was at the airport. That was just like literally we had just walked off the airplane, and we were walking to get our luggage, and then I saw that wall, so I had them stand in front of it. And the other one is me and my boyfriend, and we are in a restaurant where we went to go have lunch, which I do have another picture on there that has that from that restaurant. And that picture is a little bit darker. That's why I decided to trim off a little bit more from the pictures. As you saw me do, I just trimmed off a bit at the top and a bit at the bottom, just so that with that picture of my boyfriend and I could get rid of some of that darkness in the picture, because it was pretty dark. So yeah, and then all I'm doing is I'm trimming down that sort of chevron, really pretty blue paper, and then I'm just putting a piece at the top and a piece at the bottom. And I was just kind of measuring with the other photo to make sure that in the end it is the 4x6 size, which is what's going to go in my pocket. I did mat it on white cardstock so that it could have a white border around it. I think that always helps to make things less busy. Then I decided to add some washi tape, and then I added this yellow washi tape, and I didn't like it, so I'm going to add some blue washi tape. I just pulled out a couple of washi tapes just to see if I could maybe use them. They're from my stash, so just kind of colors that really match the color scheme. So that that sort of teal color with little coral stripes, and then a yellow um, washi, and just again colors that just kind of match. And then there I go. I'm just measuring the two photos to make sure I'm getting a 4x6. I could have used my trimmer to measure, but sometimes we do things the hard way. It's part of what we do, right? So there you go. So definitely, if you guys are not subscribed, or not subscribed, but if you guys are not a part of the Victoria Marie Facebook group, you guys should definitely come on over. I'm gonna have a link below. Um, it's one of the first groups I joined, and it's been, to this day, and that was a while ago. To this day, it's still one of the best, and I'm so excited to be a part of her design team. And basically, we just design challenges for the um, members of the group to follow. So there's a different challenge every week. This week, obviously, it's the Pocket Fun Challenge, and there's different challenges every week. Just our design team members just kind of challenge you to do different things. So definitely come on over and join the group. It's a lot of fun. It's a drama-free zone, so you don't have to worry about anybody starting drama, because if anybody starts drama, Victoria will kick them out. um, so we don't, we're just very happy, chatty, scrappy people is what it is, and it's a great, great group. So definitely come check it out if you're not a member of the group. Um, and if you just want to get scrapping and then get inspired and just have and just get through your stash basically, and then get things done, then you definitely should join, because it's a great group. So here I go. I'm just embellishing a little bit. I cut out so that I could add that little circle embellishment, and that one says, gosh, I can't see from here, I'm sorry. I don't have my layout in front of me, but yeah, just that was a travel. That's from the all that ephemera that you see on my desk. That is the Pink Paisley Atlas collection ephemera pack is what it is. So the Pink Paisley Atlas, and it has some really cool ephemera. And then to my left, you see those sort of it's like chipboard, but it's foam. Really, really weird, but really cool, from the little yellow bicycle. And those are travel themed as well. So I just basically pulled a bunch of travel themed items from my stash, just things that I could use that would match with this page. So in the end, I was really, really happy with the way that it turned out. Since I have so many photos, it's a busier page, but I like it. And either way, I couldn't give up any of the photos. I really wanted photos of us on the airplane, and I really wanted photos of the restaurant we ate at. Basically, just a highlight of our first day is what it is. So the one that I have to the left of it, which is the coordinating page, I made that page a few months back. And that one is basically us on the ship already. So the pictures are taken on the ship, because we did, we flew to Puerto Rico that morning. And then we spent the day in Puerto Rico. So we kind of explored the old San Juan area. And we had lunch, and we, went to the fort, one of the forts. And then we boarded our ship in the afternoon, because our ship left that night. So we took a week cruise from Puerto Rico. So this was the first day, and I kind of I just wanted a little bit of everything, and I really liked that view from my airplane window when we're getting there. So I really like that. I wanted to include that, um, even though the picture's kind of blurry, because the glass was really not clean, and and it was taken with my phone, I believe. So the picture's not great, but it's still I wanted to put it in there, because that was our view as soon as we got there, and it was very exciting, because we hadn't been to Puerto Rico, so it was very exciting for us. So I'm just picking papers from the 6x6 paper pad. I picked this pink and yellow paper because I love the colors, and this lemon paper is like really hard to use because it's got lemons on it. But it works really well for matting the photos. It's a nice pop of color. And then these Jolie's sort of strips, they're like borders, travel themed borders. I've had those forever. I've only used one of them. It was a pack of 3. So I decided to take these little airplanes, and they're little airplanes kind of flying in the clouds. So I thought that was really, really perfect for this. And then it's like a lighter blue color, so it's still in the blue family, and the colors kind of sort of go a little bit. So it's definitely was exciting to get that used up because that's been sitting in my stash forever. So that was exciting. And then I just think I mapped the whole thing on white. Do I? No, I don't. Do I? I don't know why I'm adding white. I think to have just a border of white maybe. But then I realized that it wasn't gonna fit. I think I tried to mat it on white, but then I realized it wasn't gonna fit in my pocket. So 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 yeah. So I'm just looking again through that 6x6 paper pad and just trying to see what I'm going to use to map the rest of the photos. And then I just pick out different papers. This one is really pretty. It has like a houndstooth sort of look to it, and it's in blue, so it's really pretty. Even though it looks a little bit black from here, but it is blue. It's like a navy blue. So I'm just matting that, and again, just finding papers from that same 6x6 paper pad. Every single sheet of paper that I used was from the 6x6 paper pad. So, and I take another strip of this blue color paper and I add to the bottom and top again. That's a great way to save paper if you're gonna do, especially if you're doing like one of these pocket spreads. Just add a strip, to make your photo long enough to go, on the sides, to fill up the sides, but then add something at the top and the bottom for a little bit of color and interest. I really wanted to use that airplane with the rainbow, but it just was too big. And I could have put it on there, but it would have really just covered up my whole photo. So I'm taking these 2 pieces. These are from the same ephemera pack that I'm working with, the Pink Paisley Atlas collection. And then one of them says Arrivals, and it's like an acetate piece. And then the other one says My View, which is a little tab, which I thought was perfect. So I did add those 2. Now what I'm doing is, I had this picture of the outside of the restaurant, sort of their little logo on the outside, but I didn't have space to put that picture in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut out the logo, and then I'm going to place it on the picture that we are on there. So so that's another little trick. If you have like a sign or something that you guys want to add to your pocket page, or even to a layout, it doesn't have to be like a pocket page to a scrapbook layout. You can cut it out and just place it on your photo, so you don't have to have a whole other photo on your page. So you can see that I kind of fussy cut those out, and then I'm going to place it on the photo, which you'll see in just a minute. So what I've started to do is just put all of my little cards or pictures away in the page protectors, because I'm happy with how they look, and I know I'm not going to add anything else to them. The one thing I will do, which I do after the fact, you're not going to see me do it on camera. I'm not, you won't see it in the still shots, because I did photograph for the still shots. I did photograph all of the cards outside of the pockets. So I just took all the cards out of the pockets, I put them on top of the page protector, and then that's how I photographed it, because otherwise it would have been too much glare. So even outside, which is where I was photographing it, it didn't look all that pretty. So I just went ahead and took them all outside. So after the fact, I will take all the dimensional pieces, especially all the pieces from that little yellow bicycle travel pack, which is the airplane that I used on the top picture, the little sort of banner that says Memories, and the one that says Explore, and a like a little hot air balloon that I'm going to use in one of the pictures at the bottom. I'm going to take those, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place them outside of the page protector. So that way, it doesn't ruin the page protector. And since directly behind this page, or this page protector, I'm going to put the next day, because I'm going to do the exact same thing for the next day. The next day we had gone to St. Thomas. So I already did a 12 by 12 for the St. Thomas, and then I'm going to do the pocket page. And I will probably record that process. We'll see. So yeah, so I did this one. I did kind of speed up a bit. I don't know why this took me so long. I guess just because you want to add little details here and there, and it just takes a while. But I mean, really, it's a fast process. It doesn't take that long. I guess I just kind of got a little bit sidetracked and just wanted to add a lot of little details. So, but yeah, it is a fast process, so it's not something that takes a long time. So I'm just picking out different things here and there. I have those little Puerto Rico embellishments, which I've had. Also, I bought them like right before I went to Puerto Rico because I knew I was going. So I bought them, and they're from Jolie's, and they're just, you know, traditional Puerto Rico little like a little Puerto Rico sign and different things. And then I didn't use all of them because when we returned from our cruise, we did spend a couple days in Puerto Rico, so I'm gonna have more photos from Puerto Rico at the end of my trip. So so you guys will see that. And once I actually finish my vacation album, I'm still working on 2014 vacation album. I'm almost done. I'm gonna probably do a few album shares. I have to kind of put finishing touches on my albums. Just, you know, things that I'm missing, things that I just have to fill in or print, you know, pictures or whatever. So I will do album shares. I do want to do that because I have, you know, a few albums that I want to share with you guys. So look forward to that because that's going to be coming up soon. Not too soon, but definitely this year. So I will share that with you guys. And so here I go. I'm just putting in my pictures and yeah, just filling kind of everything in the end. I don't know if I swap the bottom two photos, because that hot air balloon is going to end up on the right hand side. So yeah, so what I'm doing right now is I'm going to take this little card that says today. This is from the Amy Tangerine collection, and I thought about adding additional lines to it, but I said, you know what, I'm just going to write on it, and if I need more space, I'll use the back. So I just kept my journaling very, very short and sweet, and it just says, you know, we arrived in Puerto Rico early that morning, and we explored Old San Juan. We had lunch at Vaca Brava, which is the restaurant we had lunch at, and then we boarded our ship. So that's basically, you know, just short and sweet what we did that day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create I'm gonna add that little acetate piece banner just to kind of so it can be pulled out, and then I'm gonna create a little pocket for this with just some white cardstock, and then I'm just kind of folding it over the little card so that it kind of fits in there, and then I cut off the bottom edges, and then I'm gonna stick that behind my, you guys have seen me do this before, especially in my December daily. I did this in the beginning pages especially. So that's it, and it just goes tucked in there, and you can pull it out and read the journaling. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys check out the Victoria Marie Facebook group. I'll have a link below to her Facebook group. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'll see you guys very soon with another process video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.